Hey guys, it's Jimmy, and we're back with another Fire Emblem Heroes summoning session, and today we're starting on the unit screen with Spring Sharena, because that's who we'll be going for. So this is my Spring Sharena. I love both of the Asuka siblings. It's just unfortunate that Sharena does not have as many ults as Alphonse. She literally has 2 less because she's the backpack on the New Year's, and she did not get a Valentine's ult, so she is 2 behind Alphonse. But I love them both. Alphonse a little bit more for different reasons, but as characters, I love them both. So I've slowly been building up Sharena. My first 4 copies, so up to +3, were from the banner that she debuted on, where I got my +10 Spring Alphonse. I'll pull him up. Where is he? There he is. So that's my Alphonse. Back to Sharena though. So first 4 copies were because they're color sharing, obviously. They're both green. And I got 4 copies of her going for Spring Alphonse. It was probably one of the only times where color sharing did not screw me over, and I was able to get more of the character that I wanted versus the other character on the banner. Usually the opposite happens. So we're hoping that this time Sharena will be nice to me and Alphonse will leave me alone because I already have him +10, and I have a manual of him as well, so I really don't need any more copies of him. I don't know what I'll even do with them. So that was the first 4 copies. The second 4 copies, since she's +7, which means I've had 8 copies, were from her rerun banner when she got her refine. That was a really good banner. I don't think she was color sharing on that banner, but it was just like a regular 3% banner, so after I got those copies, I probably moved on to other banners or just didn't want to put any more orbs into it. I don't really remember how many orbs I spent on that banner or even how long ago it was. But she's +7. So she's here now. She's on this banner where she has a 7% appearance rate because she has a 4% 5-star focus rate and a 3% special hero special rate. So it is technically 7%, but she's also sharing that with Alphonse anyway, so I'm not banking on 7%, but this is how much I'm gonna put into this banner. I still have to pull on the legendary banner because Ninian's on there, and I gotta get the new legendary for Arena, so if I don't get the new legendary for Arena, I have to spark them, which means that I have to go even harder for Ninian, and my Ninian's at like +7 as well, so this is as much as I'm willing to put in for now. But this banner's around, actually not for that long. Well, anyway, let's just get straight into it. Alright, so green on the first wheel, our free summon. Could this be her? It would be really nice if it was. Nope, just a free summon. Alright, Nino, thanks for showing up. So I don't think I've ever actually gotten a seasonal hero 4-star special before, because it wasn't on that many banners in the first year. They've added more banners from the anniversary update, but it wasn't on that many banners in the first year, so I didn't really have that many chances to get it. But we could be seeing it now. And as for the rest of our color priority, we will be going with reds if there are no greens and there are every other color, because I don't want to get a focus unit that's Kagero or Ketria. And if I do get reds, the one thing I'm hoping for mostly is a +speed IV Pala. You may have seen my most recent video. I +10'd and max invested into a Pala because of her Resplendent. It's very pretty, and I'm also a fan of Pala's voice actress. One of the first voice actresses as a wee lad that I ever had a crush on. Look at me now. I would never. Not with a woman anyway. But she was one of my favorites. Alexis Tipton. She was in one of the first anime I ever watched, which is not an anime. Okay, we'll get to this in a second. One of the first anime I ever watched an anime called Rosary Vampire, which is not an anime that you should be showing to a high school child, but my friends in high school were weird and they gave me this anime and I loved it. I loved the story. I didn't really care for it's a very fan servicey is the point I'm trying to make. I didn't really care for that aspect because it's all woman fan service, but I really liked Alexis Tipton's performance as the as the female lead. A character by the name of Mocha, I think. It's been a very long time since I've watched it. So I really liked her as a voice actress, and then she ended up voicing Lucina. She replaced Laura Bailey, and I prefer Alexis Tipton's performance of Lucina. As much as I love Lucina in Awakening, I am just more of a fan of all of the more recent things that Alexis has been able to bring to Lucina, like Warriors and Engage. All of her Fate alts all of them are now voiced by Alexis Tipton, except maybe Marth Original is still voiced by Laura Bailey, but they are giving TT units, what are they called? Resplendents now. So they might give Marth a Resplendent just so they can replace Laura Bailey with Alexis Tipton. But that's neither here or there. We are on the banner, and we're on this wheel, which has no reds, which was why we were talking about Alexis Tipton, because Parla is also voiced by Alexis Tipton, and that I wanted to get a plus speed copy of her, because I just merged it into the free copy that we got with the Resplendent, so I didn't have any other copies of... I didn't have any copies of her with IVs. But in the case like this, where there's no greens or reds, we will be pulling on colorless, because the colorless 4-star specials, like the regular ones, are some of the ones that I want, mostly healers. But if I have to get a focus unit, I would rather it be Kagero than Katria, just because, like, they both have pretty crummy fodder. I don't even know what they have offhand, but it's like, they're old. So she has drawback, chill res 3, and drive speed 2. And Kagero has speed res bond 3, live for honor, goad flyers. Goad flyers is actually pretty rare, so I wouldn't mind getting that. And then lethal carrot. I was like, well, if I'm gonna get one of the two as a pity breaker, I would rather get Kagero just because she has an inheritable weapon that I could put on like a dagger unit that I like. But I'm pretty sure I have a Spring Kagero, either a combat manual or just like a Spring Kagero that I just don't use, that I could also fodder off for it. But the point is, she has better fodder, in my personal opinion, than Katria, who just has chill res and drive speed, which are very easy to get. I don't need to be foddering off a Spring Katria for those. So yeah, now we're back to the banner. Oh my gosh, I thought that was Parla. I have to remember, I'm looking for Parla's new art, not her old art. But I'm just expecting Parla. So every time I pull red and it's a woman with hair, long hair, I'm going to be like, Parla? But we do have some questions. I put a thing on Twitter to get some questions, and we got some questions. So I will be answering the questions. So the first question is from Leaf, and Leaf asks... I don't actually have the questions in front of me, I just wrote down what they were about. Leaf asks me to talk about some of my favorite Fire Emblem OSTs. So my absolute favorite song from Fire Emblem is a tie between the Book 3 opening theme / boss theme, and then the Writhe, which was the Book 3 Returns vocal theme. So both of the vocal themes that they gave to Lif, they are my favorites because they're about him, and in my head he is singing them, and he's one of my favorite characters. So. Oh my gosh! Alright, we got our first 4-star special that's a seasonal, my first one ever personally, and it's Summer Lilina. That's pretty good. That means that Summer Walt is on the green pool, which is good because I really like Walt and he doesn't have any other rocks. Alright, plus speed, not bad. I don't remember if this Lilina is fast or slow, but Broadleaf Fan is pretty good. It's nice to have that you know, sitting in the back, just in case I want to make a dagger unit. Because it's got like the debuff doubler, or the like debuff blade tome effect. One of those things. But yeah, our first 5-star. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I just looked down because I was looking at my questions. I just looked down and I was like, oh, there it is. But if we aren't counting vocal themes, my favorite Fire Emblem, like just like musical track, is probably Desire Below. I think it's called Desire Below, from Fates. It's the DLC track. They have it in the game. They played it during the Adrift banner. So if you go to the game, if you go to Fire Emblem Heroes, the game, and you go to the Adrift like story map, because I'm pretty sure they were story chapters and not paralogs. There might have been a paralog actually, I don't remember. But anyway, if you go there, they play that song, and I'm pretty sure it might also be in the jukebox as well. So yeah, that's my favorite non-vocal track, but my favorite vocal track is a tie between the two themes for Book 3. I just think it's such a departure from everything that Fire Emblem is, like this like high fantasy medieval kind of presentation of a game, which is becoming less so thanks to Engage. Engage is a very modern compared to basically every other Fire Emblem game. Yeah, the death metal is just such a departure from Fire Emblem. It's just so different that I was like, wow, and it just stuck with me. But also that it's linked to one of my favorite characters. So the next question we have is from Lion, and Lion had a question regarding if I could spend a day with any fictional character, who could it be, and what would we do? And I was thinking about this question when I first got it, and then I thought about it again today when I was looking over the questions, and my answer didn't change. So the character that I want to spend time with is Ryuji from Persona 5, and we would go to the gym and work out, and I'm not someone who does that, but I would for him. I think he would be a good partner for that. I think he would motivate me. And I just think it would be fun. But I wouldn't go, like, he would be like, you want to go by yourself later? And I'd be like, no. No, I would not. Alright, so we're getting pretty high in percent, and we haven't seen a single focus. I wonder if getting Sharena as a 4-star special would break my... No, it shouldn't. That's wild. Anyway, the next question, it's a 2-person question, because I had 2 people ask me a very similar question. One is from Promise, which you guys probably all know. Promise Me One Thing from YouTube. And then, oh my gosh, 4 green orbs? 4 green orbs? Hold on, we're gonna put that question on pause, because this is important. This could be all of them. This could still be all of them. There's still 3. I don't think I've ever gotten, like, first of all, a full green wheel or anything close to it is already just so rare. I don't think I've ever gotten this many greens on a wheel when I was going for a green unit. We could still get 2. We could still get 2. We didn't get any, but we could still get 2. Okay, we could still get 1. Please, you gave me 4 greens. How can you not give me any of them? Oh my gosh. A dud wheel? A dud wheel? That's so sad. Man. No, I can't believe that wheel had nothing. Anyway, so the question is from Promise Me One thing, and also my friend Basti. And they both asked about springtime snacks. And I had no idea what this question meant, because I eat the same shit every day. So I don't actually have an answer for this. Like, I don't eat seasonal things. I just eat whatever I want. And if I can't get it, then I eat something else. Like, I'm not so picky. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get Lou. Really? Lou? Okay. I think he has a double rally, so... Oh, not a rally, like a rally up. So... I don't mind actually seeing him. Yeah, he has a rally up. What does his weapon do? I would have to refine it to find out. I don't know, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, so they asked about springtime snacks, and I don't have an answer because I don't really eat anything that's like specifically seasonal. I usually just eat Pringles, so my answer is Pringles. And if you have to ask what my favorite flavor of Pringle is, it's sour cream and onion. Next question, which is our final question, but there's 2 questions, so you get 2 for the price of 1. It's from my friend Sean, and the first question that Sean asked is, what is your scariest gaming experience? And my scariest gaming experience is pulling in Fire Emblem Heroes. No, I have an actual answer. But this game is pretty scary. No. So my scariest gaming experience was actually Omori, which, if you look at the ending of the videos that I've posted, I think it's like just this year that I've had the Omori theme. So the font on the screen is from Omori. The borders are from Omori too, the purple with the shapes in the background. And the ending theme is also from Omori. It's one of the songs from Omori. I fell in love with Omori after I played it for the first time last year. I love everything about it. It's my new favorite game. It's ranked even higher than Persona 5, which is wild because that game literally saved my life. I love Omori. So, oh my gosh, okay, we're gonna get Asbo. Hello. I think he has okay fodder. No, actually it's all garbage. It's all stuff I don't really need. Like Fury 4 is very niche, but it's nice to have, I guess. Anyway, so Omori is an RPG. It's an indie RPG. It's very similar to Undertale if you've played it. Oh my god. Hello, Gatekeeper, who actually has good fodder, so I don't mind getting him. Also, he's getting a refine, so... Actually, I'm going to keep this one. I am going to keep this one. Because he's getting a refine, and it might be good. So I'm going to keep that one, because that's plus defense. And he's got his close foil skill. So I'm actually going to keep that one. Okay. We're going back to regular summons, hopefully, so I can actually answer the damn question that's been asked of me. So yeah, so it's an RPG, it's very similar to Undertale, and I don't want to spoil it, I really want people to play it, so I don't really like talking about it. Oh my god. I saw his face, and I got excited, and I remembered he's not the one we're pulling for. Hello, Alphonse. How are you doing, plus attack, Alphonse? You know what, at this point, I'm just gonna build a second Alphonse, because I don't have anything to do with the frickin' with the axes. Jeez. Okay. So I have a +1 second Alphonse now. He's plus attack. Whoopie-doo. Yay for me. Not Sharena. I was really hoping I'd get even just one Sharena. But yeah, I don't want to spoil anything about Omori to continue answering the question. But it's similar to games like Doki Doki Literature Panic is probably the like easiest example I can make, where it's a game that has like a very sweet facade on top of like a much darker story. Comparing it to Doki Doki doesn't really spoil anything, I don't. Oh my god. Not again. Not again. Oh no. Oh my gosh. And he's plus attack again too. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I can't even answer the damn question because he's like, oh, it's time to show up. No, it's time for Sharena to show up. You need to be out of the spotlight for 1 second, please, sir. So yeah, just to quickly answer that question, scariest game experience is Omori, the end game of Omori. If you've played it, you definitely know what I'm talking about. But also the whole game has like a very scary undertone. I played it at night, big mistake. If you're easily scared, don't play the game at night, especially if you're getting to the end. You want to play that shit in the day. Anyway, that's my scariest gaming experience. Please play Omori. It is a wonderful game. I have to go to my ally menu. Hold on. I don't have that many orbs, so I'm just going to send home whatever 3 stars I have lying around. I'm not going to pause the recording for this. This will be enough space. And then Sean's second question was to list off some of my favorite female video game characters who are not from Pokemon Fire Emblem or Persona. Blaze the Cat and Rouge the Bat from Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm looking around my room at the IPs of things that I own. Kyoko Kirigiri and Maki from Danganronpa. I don't remember Maki's last name. Also Junko Enoshima, also from Danganronpa. What other IPs? Oh, Zelda from The Legend of Zelda, specifically Breath of the Wild Zelda and Smash Ultimate Zelda for the design, but Breath of the Wild Zelda for the story. What else? I don't have that many varied posters around. Mari and Aubrey from Omori. Alphys and I think this is our last summon. Alphys and Undyne from Undertale. Toriel's okay. Muffet? The Spider Girl, also. Susie from Deltarune. Noelle from Deltarune. Amy Rose from Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm out of orbs. I'm just trying to think if there's any other women. Let me look at my figures. I have to get up for this. Let me look at my figure collection. It's just all Hatsune Miku. Aiba from Peak Fiction, aka I don't remember the name of it. It's literally saying I've got the art book for the second game on my little nightstand. I can see it from here. Somnium Files. So Aiba from Somnium Files, Tama from Somnium Files, the main girl from Somnium Files. I don't remember her name. It's escaping me right now. The pink-haired girl from Somnium Files. I'll put pictures of them. I will put pictures of them on the screen. I will put pictures. I'm gonna have all these PNGs saved to my phone of women. But that's it. We didn't get any Sharenas. We got 2 Alphonses. This Tiki I already had. I have to train her up. We got plus Res Asbel. We got plus speed Summerlina. We got neutral Lu, and we got plus defense Gatekeeper. 0 Sharenas. I'm not willing to put any more into this banner right now. I'm gonna have to wait until next year probably, but that's just how color sharing goes for me, I guess. I was really hoping that this banner specifically was gonna be nice to me after it was already nice to me to get plus 10 Alphons. I guess the game still thinks I want plus 10 Alphons, but I mean, if it looks at my collection of Caspars, I can see how it would believe that that's the case. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys!